Hey, yeah, this my common flow ain't common though. I'm a Commodore, these niggas more dominoes. Saturn return got me feeling like it's time to go, so I'm staring in the magic mirror like dominoes. Come along, you know this your favorite song, baby. Whip a Toyota in my mind, it's a new Mercedes. Sober lately, been trying to get it together, pouring way more in myself. The rain cannot stop this. Ain't rocking these crystals for optics, not a magic at play like Hogwarts. You know that we at war, so I'm loaded and mad focus like God wrote this. I add dosage of that dope shit, ain't no more hoping. Heart open, purse the beat like surgery till they heard of me. The urgency of leaving this planet didn't occur to me. The 17 dark dreams and odd things happened in reality. That was not me. Fuck that. Toe tags and dirty rags to riches, mad stitches, but the pain made me strong. So when the vision came along, wasn't nothing to write me a new song. Transmuted into righting my wrongs, and now we gone. The worst thing you could ever ask is how long. When the time come along, you'll know it. Real gem from a poet, myself who I owe it to. Even when shit uncomfortable, remember to change the view. Davey.
Another lecture, ain't no pressure for these peons. By the time they catch up, homie, we gone. Fly out the sky, get you high like the weed strong. Beast to the grave, damn day, we be on. 10 years plus, like car seats, I'm strapped in. Never gotta worry what'd happen if I tapped in. Now I'm the captain, I steer the ship. Saturn return, let it burn, look more, not a spirit rich. I got a fever pitch, limping out of Boston. Women kind of view stunning Steve Austin. Virgo moon, temperament is placid, but walking through my 12 is like tripping off on acid. We got an army of light, you not staring us. Light workers came here to fight, word to Aquarius. I do my shit in the sky, you know it, man. Slap a fool, call me Gemini, man.
Grim Seti D Trap Gypsy 22 Sundancer Essence of Lala Sweets. Welcome to the membership. Hera, thank you for being the queen that you are and gifting these memberships. All right. That's how cool we are. Like you might get gifted some goods here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a most rare occasion. And I definitely want you all to thank Nikki right now. And she actually suggested this during the transit talk, I think, or the last live we did, which I think was the transit talk. And I'm very glad you did, because this would have been a crazy missed opportunity if we didn't do this right now. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how ridiculous this is that you're seeing right now. And I'm also going to kind of wrap your mind around the timing of the chapters. Because a lot of what I said right now, like we're in Sun Jupiter. That's why I call this chapter 2, right? But, you know, this conjunction of chapter 2 is at the very end of chapter 2. So I understand that a lot of how I kind of communicated that might have been confusing. So let me actually pick you up to speed. All right. Ooh. Bam. Son, where'd you find this? The special tarot treasure box is going to be a couple pick a card readings that I think you're going to enjoy very much. And I call it treasure box, tarot treasure box, because I'm using this as a symbolic means to stimulate your imagination and subconscious mind. You and I can co-create the impression of your subconscious to create literal magic. All right. This is where you can see this like you're playing an RPG right now. If you've ever played an RPG or MMORPG, and you literally paid the opportunity cost to spend your attention and focus on me right now. So I am the point of your RPG where I'm going to, if you clicked A on the RPG in character, this is like just clicking on to watch this video. So before you go off on your adventure, I'm going to weave my own second house Gemini magic and, manifest certain ideas, concepts with these tools in the form of, everything I'm pulling, I could just say, but, I like the tarot I'm using, for those asking, the Demon Slayer deck, which was gifted to me. Shout out to Space G. You feel me? All right. Hold on. Yep. Okay. Yes, the NPC vendor. And basically, you get to choose what you walk out of here with. You can edit the ideas. You can take it completely like I dish it. You could even go against the rules that I'll set just so we can establish some constant. Okay. But if you look at this like you're opening a treasure box, the magic of this video is I'll even give you time frames. You get to take this concept and realistically see what it is you are manifesting, creating, materializing happen within moments. All right. And I'll explain that a bit later. Now, you choosing how you do this is the whole NPC video game thing. So it's like if you were playing a video game and you press A on a character and the character is like, hey, I have 3 treasure boxes. This is in this one. This is in this one. This is in this one. And then you get to choose which one, you know what I mean? There you go. And yeah, the magic is undeniable. I'm not even going to front with you. Like, this isn't like 5 years ago where we were still discovering our potential and we were still kind of overcoming, shadow issues, trauma. We're about like OGs and veterans now. Some of you may not accept that. I'm just letting you know that right now. I'm not saying you have to have had like the craziest battle scars, but listen to me. Like we're moments into chapter 3, and this is where I'm going to get you to speak. All right. So first of all, you being here means you're destined to be here. Mars is on the notes, and that's what I was saying. You paid an opportunity cost. Nothing in this life is free right now. So the opportunity cost of you being here is that you could be at the movies right now. You could be with a friend right now. You could literally be doing anything, but you paid the opportunity cost right now to do this. All right. Like you could even be getting money somewhere, right? But you chose this block of time to show up, and that's an opportunity cost. So just by doing that, you're locked into my frequency. Is that the right set of words to use? Maybe not, but you speak my language. So you have paid an opportunity cost. This has now triggered a cutscene that you're looking at right now. All right. And now that your energy and my energy is tapped in, which by the way, this is not bad. Like you see where Jupiter and the sun is? My rising is 27 degrees Taurus. So I get to be an instrument of this energy. And I'm literally like the Wheel of Fortune with you right now. So I'm literally putting in, and we're about to make miracles. I just want to kind of break down how something as simple as just a live stream with the alchemy of your vibration and frequency and my vibration and frequency takes something as simple as this and makes it supernatural, just like that, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. So the quality of energy is advanced, and we're not even at the highest level. Just like AI is advanced, but AI isn't even really at its full potential yet. Okay, So letting you know right now, we're going to set intentions as well. Okay. Right off the bat, we're going to do a ritual right now where there's 100 people live right now, right? We're all going to focus our vibration and say we have an unlimited amount of anything. You can add a bitch in there because we're about to get into Gemini season, and Gemini is now the attitude, right? Like Aries is I am limitless. And then Taurus is the je ne sais quoi. It's you're the connoisseur. I have an unlimited amount of anything. It's a solid realization. And then Gemini is where we add the attitude. I have an unlimited amount of anything. Bitch. What's up, bitch? Yeah. That's when you could just like freestyle or say anything or open up a message or it's whatever at that point. Okay, so this is our shared affirmation. You know how when you enter a club, you all have to have a ticket? That's the ticket. All right. There's 109 plus people right now, and I want you to understand the concentration of energy with Venus in its dignity of Taurus on unconventional, unpredictable Uranus is this whole magic beanstalk analogy that I'm speaking on. So everything that you wish for, the winds of change through Gemini are going to materialize through you. I'm presenting this as a supercharged, alchemical, magical ritual. So, because you right now are connecting with 113 plus other people who are focusing on me as a focal point, which, mind you, my rising natally is 27 degrees Taurus. So, I'm quite literally holding and representing this energy, natural energy, on top of the fact that there are Taurus suns, Taurus risings, and Taurus moons live in the chat with me right now, which add different layers of the energy. We're proving how, even though you are at different spots geographically, our spirits are one. I don't even mean to sound like spiritual or whatever. This is a fact. Like we're all focusing on me right now. So boom, I'm just letting you know how like magical this is about to be. All right. So what we're doing right now, just by all of us being of a like mind and just setting the intention that and we want to use the singular I because Taurus is individual. So you are being aware of you right now. I have an unlimited amount of anything. Say it right now. And we can actually like practice what we're gonna do. All we have to do is just kind of like feel that and envision that. And that's it. That's your ticket in. And then once you go in, we're all connecting right now. Oh yeah, we got the Queen Tauruses out here. We got the King Tauruses. We got the Tauruses here. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is. I don't think you understand the level of how great. And then there's everyone else too. So please get excited because we're about to go in. Okay. I'm literally. So this is our base. First of all, this is not going to change your life. You're going to change your life. Okay. This is just an expansion and boost. What this represents is you riding over the boost mark and you're woo, but you had to drive there and do it. You just did that. You pay the opportunity cost. Cool. So first of all, the pick a card reading is you just kind of leaving this room with the mindset, because once you go to Gemini, just keep that mindset through and you'll see you're going to be speaking energy and life to it. Your mind and your word is your magic wand. Cool. This is you actually setting your magic wand before Gemini. All right, cool. So before we really get into this, let me actually explain, even though we're Sun Jupiter right now, we're activating chapter 2. Chapter 2 actually began last year. Okay, so let me actually explain. If we go back to last year, right? January of 2023 to January of 2025 was actually the official first house chapter. Okay. May of 2023, right? January of 2023 to January of 2025 was the chapter 1. Where were you January of 2023 to January 2025? Because we had retrogrades in and out of Pisces, but that was the official chapter 1. right? And then chapter 2 began May of 2023. All right. So unlike the Aries chapter, which of course is going to be kind of short, was just 5 months, because before those 5 months, we had Jupiter initially entered Aries and then retrograded back into Pisces. Then when it went back into Aries, it was through January. And all right. So then we had, of course, May of 2023 to May of 2024. That's chapter 2. All right. So we're actually, I know I said we're activating chapter 2, but we're actually about to finish chapter 2. It's just, imagine reading a book where like chapter 2 starts at the end, the sequence of the end of those events, like after you've already, it's kind of weird as chapters spill into each other. But someone had also mentioned in the comment, we're not going to have a Sun Jupiter in Gemini, because the zodiac be hating. You know, the zodiac knew it couldn't have like Sun, Jupiter, and Gemini. No, really, since the late degree of this, like we had Sun, Jupiter at like 22 degrees Aries. Now we're having Sun, Jupiter, 28-degree Taurus. So it's gonna reset. This is the one that resets it. The next Sun, Jupiter we're gonna have in Cancer is at 5 degrees. So Gemini is taking one for the team. I'm gonna be honest with you, but we're having the peak Taurus. It's perfect positioning. It's perfect positioning. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not even tripping. You know how they do it. Listen. It's cool, because this Cancer conjunction is gonna happen in like June. So yeah, look, see, she gets it. We already won. So just enjoy the story, because going through the Gemini portal, forces beyond your control will do everything in their power to convince you that you're a loser and you lost the plot. You already won before you were even born, actually, if we really want to take it there. But like, as it is now, you won. You're up. You won. Okay. And you just have to maintain that throughout the rest of the year. And you've leveled up so much. I think it's going to shock you how easy this is going to be for you. All right, there's so much I want to say, but let me keep my focus. All right, so basically, this was where we started chapter 2. And the reason why that's important is, boom, we're done with chapter 2. And chapter 2 is ending in the most climactic way, but still opening up what may be, I think, the most legendary, supernatural, lit, decked out journey you've ever had. In fact, let me just go and say, I say this respectfully, fuck your entire life up until this point. Respectfully, I'm telling this to all. Listen to me. Listen, look at me. I say this respectfully. I say this to myself too. Fuck all the shit you were doing before this one. Fuck your life. Fuck everything you learned. Fuck everything that you thought you knew. It was all for this moment. If you think you have experienced whatever happiness you've ever experienced, if you think you know yourself, if you think you are really doing anything with your life, the next 2 months alone will prove you wrong. Be like, what the fuck was I even doing my whole life? All right, because look, let me be honest. Some of you work jobs you don't even want to work. Some of you are with people you don't want to even be with. Some of you are out here chasing people who you don't even need to chase, my B. You have an unlimited amount of anything. I feel like you think that's just an affirmation, and you paid this opportunity cost so I can remind you, I'm your favorite NPC. It's the magician, the peace dealer. Like, we really are gods and goddesses for real. That's not that was the whole ideological battle that we just went through. Check out Gemini Brown on his channel. He broke this down. This was the dogs versus the gods. Okay, imagine trying to talk to your dog and having them understand what you're saying. And they're like, that was some of you trying to ideologically break down the whole message to people pretending to be purposely obtuse, because some people in this life are dogs, and that's not bad. Some people are gods. There you go. It is what it is. Some people got that dog in them. Some people got that God in them. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Take that for what you will. I don't know if there's, any hybrids out here, but yeah, you have an unlimited amount of anything. You have literally a unique, and I would say like, what's the word? Diverse way, if that was the word, of expressing it. You don't even have one way of really realizing that, regardless of who, uh, whether as a paid agent by the Matrix or several archons to reinforce you doubting yourself, or whether, someone inadvertently just preys on your vulnerabilities. Yeah, I think you're remembering who you are. And when you have a planet like Uranus, which is not only awakening at a causal realm level, it's also manifesting a subtle sensitivity to your physiological senses, and it's awakening your sixth sense. It's awakening your sense. Yeah, I'm just like the Neptune here, and then the Uranus there. This is all sixth sense, and you're getting ready to activate how you now take instinctual action based on a greater evolution and expansion of what you sense, and over the next few months how you sense it, and then over the next few years how you like complete the evolution of that. But yeah, first thing, the agent smiths and the archons, they're not necessarily going to be happy that you're even alive. Okay, there are many of you who weren't even supposed to make it this far, and I don't even mean as far as like being alive. I mean, you weren't supposed to carry your conscious awareness to this level. There has been a very, what's the word? Deliberate, there we go, deliberate effort to, above all, make you doubt yourself. Okay. I don't know anything about the Arab spirits. I might have to research that. I mean, I probably won't, but yeah, I just want to let you know. But like, yeah, so deliberate. Now we're talking about a metaphysical collective entity and species, in the sense where if you think in a 3D level, we look at things separate because, this is a persistent illusion that you see less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum, with which if you saw even, I think, at least 30%, you would know separation is an illusion, and you're not at any point at any time separate to anyone, just knowing quantum entanglement exists. So like, with that being said, those of you whose third eye is open, you're starting or maturing your ability to see patterns through which it's almost as if you're being communicated to through the collective as a whole. And especially if you're just stepping into it, it's supposed to feel delusional, because your brain, which was used to and trained to look at things as separate, and this happened, you're starting to see how somebody held up a magazine and it said, you're an ugly bitch, and then somebody drove by and said motherfucker, and it's almost as if the universe was saying, you're an ugly bitch, motherfucker. And that's weird because you were just calling the universe an ugly motherfucker, and now it feels like you're beefing with the universe. You're not crazy. You're actually having that experience. And a lot of you have made the decision to ascend your brain's ability to process at this level. The reason why I'm using vulgarity like this is, as it goes through Aries and Taurus, the development and consciousness of this supernatural element of yourself is like a Tarzan. It's still like a child. Okay, it's going to catch up to your level of maturity. Unless you're like Pisces level, then you're doing it on purpose because you just love to be a troll. But other than that, you're going to see rapid acceleration and growth as it goes through Gemini as well. And the reason why this is very key is we finally reached the period where it's no longer really unconscious to you. This is progressively going to become more and more and more aware to you. All right. So when I say your third eye is awakening, you're starting to see, understand, and perceive the presence of metaphysical beings and entities that can exist through me, through you, almost similar to how we as a 2D substance or 3D substance can interface with 2D and understand like what happened in the past or future with it. You're dealing with beings and entities that can connect to you like that, and you may have to train your mind to see. But newsflash, you've actually been being trained uh, by metaphysical spirit teams that you possess through angels, spirits, higher selves. Yeah, higher self. Some of you are realizing you have higher selves. Like your higher self is a whole godhead or something like that. You feel me? So like, or an entire collective or one mean ass individual. Like this is getting ready to open the lid, flip on its head, and create deeper layers of all the basic concepts spiritually, metaphysically that you've had. It's throwing it in the trash because now your ability to perceive it is so much more real. You're getting ready to create new expanded vocabulary that Uranus will innovate post 2026. That's going to put to words so much that was so hard to. But it wasn't that it was hard to. You were deliberately being campaigned against so that you would stay ignorant to the rapid acceleration of your capability and skill, with which it's still under right now, but you're starting to see through the bullshit even more. Not that you didn't know. And you're going to be given the tools and by your own self to actually speak more against it, out for it, whatever you want to say. And this is just stupid exciting because once again, not only is this activating quite literally right now, but there is this deliberate attempt. The reason why I wanted to talk about these metaphysical entities is because, you know, there is a spectrum of a vibration. It's not always black and white. Just like there's support, you do have people who are unaware or aware of how they are being used as a puppet to reinforce you doubting yourself. And it could be done in the most subtle way. This doesn't apply if you are out of integrity and you are acting in ways you probably know you shouldn't act, right? But no, it could still apply then too. But we're just saying in the case where you are in integrity, right? This is very important because if you get so caught up in the 3D in the moment, you may miss the overarching, wider, bigger picture. Okay, down to the cultures that influence the way people act. It's not necessarily like you have to be a target versus what you represent and deterrence put in place so that someone like you, the threat they don't want to deal with, will ever even have the confidence or courage to rise up. That's why you're such a threat. That's why you're so important, because you're spreading ideas and themes that are not supposed to be popular. They're not supposed to even be associated with culture, but to back it up with integrity, discipline, and actual receipts makes it impossible for you to get rid of. So, if I can, at a subtle level over a period of time, get you to doubt yourself, if I can make it so that every time you speak your true feelings and express yourself, I gaslight the shit out of you over a series of 2 weeks with different people to make you feel like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't really express myself, right? Maybe I shouldn't really do this. Then I think some of you are going to respect yourselves and realize how high priority you are. And like, listen, I'm gonna be honest. With Neptune 29 degrees, the curtain and the veil is completely lifting over. So like, it's gonna be clearer than ever. And that's why, you know, like, you being in a position to stand in your own integrity is so much power that, you know, you don't need to flesh out petty details. The only reason why someone would stand against you while you're walking in righteousness is because they're wrong. they're evil. If you're in good and you're doing good because you're not wishy-washy or lukewarm, then the only person who would hate someone doing good is some evil, stupid beep. This is the time we are on, okay? People are really out here attached to negative entities because it forces them to put the reflection on themselves. You know, they be defending the negative because they don't want to look into the mirror within themselves. It will force them to do that. So they have to really hide behind these mascots. And of course, energy vampires who literally want your life and will suck your energy and style and, you know, have to kind of do that because they have no original soul in their body. So yes, y'all, we have 176 people watching or beings watching. Shout out to those of you who've joined this special tarot treasure box. I just want to let you guys know chapter 3 is getting ready to kick off in, I think, the most iconic way. So forget everything you've ever learned, known, carry whatever you want with you, but this is heavy full card energy. The full card is just like, you just got to stick with maybe one pair of clothes and you're going on a new adventure. You're Ash with your Pikachu, even though you already toured Kanto and Johto and you have, you know, Pokemon back with Professor Oak, you're about to go on a new journey. And he, you know, you don't need to bring anything with you but you to come into new experience. This is that. This is that. And when we step into the Gemini portal, the opposition of Gemini is Sagittarius. So this is the first mutable sign. This is opening the adventure where several different paths will open up to you. That's why Mars is on the North Node. Are you going to go this way? Do you want your adventure to do like this? Do you want your adventure to be like that? That's what opens up Gemini before we now integrate it in Virgo. So this is about to be all right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with this first pick a card reading. That is, I'm gonna do 3 piles, and this is going to represent what seeds you're sowing. So now with 179 people, I just wanted to show how 2023, the first 5 months of 2023, we breezed through chapter 1. And then May of 2023 to May of 2024, we did chapter 2. And we're activating at the end of chapter 2 before we enter chapter 3. Okay. Chapter 3, by the way, that's where the magic happens. So we activated our core identity, chapter 1, and then we strengthened the value. Please understand there's 4 seasons, right? Spring, summer, fall, and winter, right? And every season has cardinal, fixed, mutable, right? 4 seasons. Every season is broken into 3 states. So we are starting a brand new cycle, right? And we already started Aries, chapter 1 and chapter 2. This is the first time you're about to produce the effect of what's happening. That's why I'm saying forget everything you know, because you're relative to this new cycle and this new book, you're only just initially getting an experience of what's happening. This is going to be the magic. Then we're going to step into the next phase, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, power, energy, and then Virgo, real magic. So just letting you know, like that, the magic starting is going to reinitialize. Oh, this is how much I've evolved. This is what I was doing over this period. This is why I had to do. All right. So just let you know, congratulations in advance. And here's what we're going to do. Right now, I want you to submit your ticket, okay? There's 181 plus people that you are focusing on me with. And because Jupiter is on the sun, my rising is 27 degrees. So I am an instrument and a focal point, instant manifestation mastery. What we're going to do is we're going to activate an intention. This is going to be like you giving me the ticket, right? In order to get into the club, right? You're going to do that by setting an intention. Once we end this broadcast, the energy will disperse and you're coming into an instant manifestation. All right. No bullshit. If you didn't do this, you probably would still come into manifestation, especially instantly. But you doing this with 170 plus people is amplifying this to exponential levels. So that's why I'm letting you know I'm framing this like this is a treasure box. It's magic. You're going to experience the magic quick, fast. So you're setting the intention. Based on the intention you set, we're going to pick a card reading, and you can watch this as a time capsule anytime. You'll get the same effect. You're going to choose which pile that you apply the message of that pile to your intention. And it's going to be like, this is your prize. This is literally what you're winning through. All right. And you're going to see results for it instantly. Not because the cards made it happen for you. You made it happen. I am co-creating with you. We are gods and goddesses. Remember? All right, cool. That's why you paid the opportunity cost to be here. And look, now you're with a bunch of super magical mofos. And we're about to literally so whatever you want to have now, you're putting in for, and you're going to walk out with it. All right. Because you created it. We just helped boost. So because 180 plus people are going to set the intention that your intention comes true. Boom. We doing that. All right. Then I have in the description box below the tools. If any of you need to know, okay, I've set this intention. This is the treasure I got. If you need to know how to instantly manifest it, we got the tools down there too. So click the description box below. You'll see 3 videos. I've updated one of them. It's Manifest Overnight, Be Something Wonderful, dropped a fucking banger. I would check that out. All right. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. So you're going to set this first part is you going to be like, this is what I want to have. Okay. And then if you don't already know how to stay in that state so you get overnight results, we have the link below. I recommend watching all 3. So if you're ready, okay, that's it. What this serves to do is to supernaturally charge your intention with 193 plus people who are live right now who are going to do that with you. Okay, we don't play around. So be prepared. Everything that you want to have now, and when I say everything, I mean Saturn and Pisces, everything that you imagine Neptune at the full capacity that you can have right now, now that the nodes are being activated, I want you to be very serious about what it is you want to have, because this is about to be a very magical process right now, because we're all putting in. And be very mindful, because if you don't want it, right, don't even intend it, because, all right, cool, let's go. This will be available later publicly. You can watch this at any point and it will still work for you. This, if anything, could just be an exercise. All right, so here's how we're going to start this. Right now, we're going to set intentions for everything you want to have. It's not just one thing. If you want to have this, and that, all you have to do is just set the intention, and you're going to say, I have. That's the Taurus season moniker as well. I have. All right. And then after that, you can be like, we have, right? But that's it. But before you do that, this is the ticket into there, right? Right now with me, say and intend and realize and awaken to this. I have an unlimited amount of anything. We're infinity heirs, fam. Remember? All right. So close your eyes, or you can keep your eyes open, but I want you to actually feel that. Imagine right now, we're activating Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. Imagine right now that you actually have an unlimited amount of anything. We're impressing our subconscious mind right now. How would that feel? Wouldn't you just feel like, I want you to just surrender all of your anxiety right now. Some of you feel like you have stuff you have to do in the morning. Imagine if you didn't have to do any of that. Listen to my ASMR voice, okay? And like, imagine right now that there's a box that you can put everything in, and your higher self is already taking care of it. Thank you. Jordan Emma is already on a beach. I want you to see that, right? If you had no responsibilities you had to take care of right now because you already took care of it. Where would you be right now? What are you doing? If you didn't have to work a job because you have an unlimited amount of anything, you don't even have to go to the store. People come to you because you the plug. Welcome to the club, son. Ladies, gentlemen, what's up? We are here. What's good? See how good that feels? That's you. That's you. That's you. You have that right now. So that's why we want to base this. And I don't mean this, okay, in this corny cliche way where it's like you just have to believe you have it now and it's gonna come to you. You have it now. I'm sorry you were lied to. I'm sorry you were around people who failed to see your value and worth, although you're the only one who really needs to get it. Let everyone else get it later. I'm sorry you were lied to. You see less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum. So 99+% of your being is metaphysical and unseen, collective, beyond and through the universe, because there's a universe within you. So when you feel this, you are activating that realization because it's the truth. We're not separate because separation is an illusion, and you have an unlimited amount of anything. Claim that, and then you will see your environment literally warp around you to reflect that. And you know that's true because you've been seeing synchronicities all day and you've already manifested stuff seemingly out of thin air. There's a scientific explanation for it. You just don't have the physiological capacity to perceive it. Like you cannot perceive the orbit of Uranus through the sun. You can't. You literally need a telescope to see the planet. You can't. And that's cool. This is your human form, but your soul exists beyond the physical. So claim it. That's it. You feel it. You feel it. You feel it. Cool. Listen, nobody could take this away from you. So there's nobody who can be like, that's not true. The peace dealers are pseudoscientists. That's not how life works. That is someone performing witchcraft on you. They are using rhetoric to display their beliefs, something that's not real. You should just smack them in the real face. See, you're real. Their beliefs are not real. Even if they will convince you that they're based on real principles, that's just their delusional, hallucinating perspective. You have a hallucinating perspective. I have a hallucinating perspective. All I can tell you right now is truth. And you can choose to believe it or not. That's the whole point of this. So don't let somebody tell you that you don't have an unlimited amount of what? Who do they know you? Because they think they see you, even though they see less than 1% of it. You see where I'm going with this? All right, cool. So with that being said, all right, now that you felt this, I want you to now also decide what it is you have right now. I have a brand new Mercedes XLR. I don't even know if that's a car. I have $50 million right now in my own private trust account. I can have $200 in my checkings account right now and just be like, the way my savings and checking, I stole that joke. But if you have $50 million in your private trust, just like Jim Carrey wrote a check for 10 million and he eventually got paid because he really liked that. What's up? You are not bound by time. Don't let these secret agents who have sold their souls for fame and a check, who are here to reinforce this agenda of anti-magic. All right. I know that sounded crazy. It's even crazy. This rabbit hole goes crazier. Don't let them tell you that you're not magical and that you don't have the power. That just sounded wild crazy. But this full moon in Sag is about to be wild crazy. So I'm just preparing you for that. So yes, okay. That's it. That might really be all you need. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're that powerful. You can pretty much figure out the rest. So now that we've established that, that you have an unlimited amount of anything, I want you to, as we do this, just imagine, focus, and remember this feeling. Start imagining, saying, and being excited about everything you have. I have this. I have the whole country of this. I have that. I have chips I've never eaten before. I have tickets to this. I want you to claim it like you have it now because you are your own source. This is what it means. And you know this. I'm not trying to patronize you like you know this. I'm being a cheerleader at this point. So now that you've said this, I want all 209 of you to also say, I set the intention that everyone else who I'm sharing this moment with right now, their intention comes true. Boom. We've just done it. So now 210 plus people have exponentially taken your intention and affirmed it. Gangster, let's clap for ourselves. You have to understand that what we did right now, most people will tell you that that doesn't mean anything. That, oh, just because you're watching a live video and you're all making an intention, it doesn't mean that's going to happen. That's not how life works. That person is a muggle bitch. Okay. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. Tell that muggle bitch to shut the fuck up. All right. All right. All right. So other than that, you feel me? We are, yes, Magic Gang, baby, Infinity Gang. Yeah, don't let these people like play you for your own. For real, I swear to God, let them have that. We gonna have this. All right, they don't understand quantum physics, and then they're gonna spin rhetoric like they know what they're saying and put passion behind the fact that they are Muggle B. Muggle B. All right, there you go. All right, all right. So now that we've done this, let's step into the pick a card reading. Now, here's the thing. The first one we're going to do is the treasure chest. You're going to pick between 3 treasure chests. I know some of you don't care about the rules and you're going to pick more than one pile. And if you do, that's all you. And let me know if that's accurate for you too. All right. But you're going to choose a treasure chest. The pile that you choose, you're going to walk out of here through aligning with this message, and you're going to see it materialize in front of your very eyes. I am extending that challenge out to you, especially if you haven't seen the video links, and only watch the video links if you walk out of this video not confident about, will I really manifest that? I have provided the tools. You'll be Gucci. You'll be Gucci. So the only person who is not going to manifest what it is they desire from this ritual is someone who didn't do due diligence because they didn't do the work. And the work is as simple. I am setting an intention and I am maintaining that state. I have provided the videos below to literally help you know how to do this. But some people, like, let me give you an example. And I'm not going to say I wasn't stubborn like this too. That's why I can recognize it. So, a lot of people don't like when you tell them you have all the answers you need because they want somebody to tell them when someone is going to save them. They want someone to tell them that it's okay to believe themselves. And I used to be like this too. I used to be pissed off when people kind of used to tell me I didn't want to hear that. But it's the fucking truth. I don't know what else to say. It's the goddamn motherfucking truth. All right. So, someone was just kind of all like, oh, my parents are trying to do this to me. And, my boyfriend is taking their side. And I was just kindly letting her know, like, hey, you can take your power back now. You feel me? And of course, and I provided the tools as well. At a surface level, of course, we make this unconscious realization, but patterns that are rooted are rooted. So she did acknowledge that, she does have the ability to just affirm through action and conscious thought that it's the way she wants to. But now, I'm sure we've all been guilty of this, hours later, she's messaging me, can you pull me a card and tell me when my man is going to come save me? And I need to highlight that because so many people look at tarot and astrology like that. And this is not a regulated field. That's why so many people finesse and fraud through this. That's why tarot is marketed as some fortune telling thing. Can you tell me when this is going to happen to me? Can you tell me how to do this? We use astrology and tarot to reflect your power, to help guide you in your own conscious creation. I mean, it's super easy to use divination to deceive people because we can use this to tell you stuff that you may not be privy to, but let's call it what it is. At its best, it's co-creation. So with someone being ignorant and giving their power away, like, I'm giving my power away, tell me how this is going to happen in my life. This is why this type of stuff exists. And this is what we do to spread information and knowledge. I mean, the whole basis of this channel is to teach you astrology so that you don't even need to pay a reading for me, right? But of course, we all do different things in our life. So if you know the value of an astrologer, that's why you would pay for a reading for me. Kind of like how you would pay a mechanic to fix your car, because you could probably fix your car, but the mechanic does that for a living. So, you save yourself so much time. But that doesn't mean, we still don't want to teach the tools for you to have your own unique individualized experience of this divine sacred art. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to share 3 different piles. And this first reading is going to really speak on, thank you guys, what seeds you're sowing, all right, which represents what is this treasure? What is this Jupiter evolution? What is this natural quality? What is this power you're activating and unlocking with Mars? And that could be the second reading. So the first reading we're going to do is this. The second reading we're going to do is the Mars. And then we'll do some kind of third bonus reading, to be honest. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to break down the 3 cards. Okay. So this first card is going to talk about, in fact, let me pull it in front of you. Yeah, I like that analogy. That's very true. Oh, goodness. Okay. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Yeah. All right, y'all. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Yeah. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. So the first card, right? The first card is what you're manifesting right now. It's the seed and quality you're sowing. Okay. The next card is going to be what's going to break through the ground. And I'm going to let you know the time range. So, holy shit. Yeah. So we have here Venus, which is going to be square Uranus, like the week. Okay. So basically August, right? August. So August to about September. So August and September. So August is going to be when Venus squares in Leo. Like the beginning of August, Venus is going to square Uranus. That's that one. And then the sun is going to square Jupiter September, like the first, second week of September. Okay. You see that? So everything that we've just activated right now, that this is going to be the second card, August and September. Okay. All right. All right, cool. And then the last card is going to be the harvest. October 16th is where the conjunction right now is going to begin the harvest. And then with the sun, when Jupiter's retrograding December, like mid-December. Okay. So I'm just kind of giving you that range. August and September is the first one. And then October to December is the last card. This is what you're going to begin to harvest. All right. So if you have picked your pile, this is where we're at right now. Remember that certain people try to make you feel stupid because they didn't understand your gifts and you were so on point with yours, you intimidated them. Just remember that. Okay. Just remember that. The underlying theme we have, y'all, is the high priestess. Look, you think you've seen synchronicities now. What are you going to do when your synchronicities start talking to you? Have you ever had and some of you have you ever had a synchronicity like talk and dance with you? Like you're now adding a dimension to this layer of experience that's going to supercharge your own psychic abilities like never before. So this is going to be really dope. This is saying no matter what, trust your intuition. Because like some of you doubting your intuition is crazy because your intuition be strong. If your intuition wasn't strong, you're so strong you think spirit is trolling. You're so strong you think spirit is trolling, and it's like, no, it's right there with you. We're past the spirit is trolling thing. Actually, no, spirit has been trolling. You're actually right. You're actually right. But like this is also you take if you're at the spiritual level where you can see spirit trolling at you, you're at a high level spiritually. Most people would just look at that as irony and coincidence. If you have the awareness to at some level acknowledge that metaphysical entities are trolling you, you're at a very high level. And see, that's Neptunian, that's Uranian, past the Saturnian constructs of systemic limitations. You're gonna look wild fucking crazy. I don't know what to tell you. Like, no, it's gonna be hard for people to understand that you really see like that. Anyway, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Let's finally do this. What is this treasure you are activating? If you picked pile number 1, let's see what you have won. Yeah, that's how they get you. The music. The music is crazy. It's taking a subjective experience and fucking you with it. By the way, I don't have to do this. I just like doing this at this point. This is just ceremony and ritual. So, what do you manifest? What are you sowing seeds and manifesting right now? The Devil card. Oh my God. Pile 1, you heathens. Pile 1. You're not a bad person, but you're bad. Pile 1, you're not a bad person. You're not evil, but you're bad. You look at me. Look at me. I was hoping we would put you're bad. You know you're bad. You might even be more than Michael Jackson bad. This is even beyond a villain era. Like, you can have people at the palm of your hand. You can have people feeling stuff towards you that is unholy. Look at me, pile 1. You can make people feel unholy things towards you. And and that's not bad. The reason why you're bad is I think you exploit that. I think sometimes you may take advantage of that and you use what you got, pile 1. Pile 1, you're bad. I'm sorry, you're bad. You knew they would be obsessed with you for 2 weeks, but you wanted free lunch. You're bad. I'm sorry. Like, you know what you're doing. If no one else knows, we know. You know what you're doing. Okay. And the fact that this is a gift is wild crazy. Like, this is just you being dripped with, You're on demon time. You're on demon time, and it's just like, all right, this is a lot of materialistic success. This is literally like a pound of coke and like $50,000. Do you feel me? Like you're bad. I'm sorry, and it's not like you get lost in it too, because this is a gift here. So yeah, you're kind of coming into that. You know what I mean? And listen, Pile One, I'm talking about you didn't look for it, but now somebody's spouse is right next to you, and that's what I'm saying. Then you found out after the fact. Oh, I'm actually in a. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like some of you, it's accessible. It's accessible. You're in full control. Some of you are embracing it. You can't entirely control the way people feel about you, except you can. And that's why I said you're bad. You know what you're doing. This is it. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you, but okay, all right, okay, that's what's up. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. All right, okay. You can seduce anybody, and like, if you could, would you abuse it? All right, my bad. So, what is the? How are you gonna integrate this? Okay, yeah. Way to kick this off. Power one is easily the sexiest power. All right. So how are you going to integrate this? The star. Holy shit. You okay, so this could also be underworld ambitions. The star means that you're also famous. So by the time we come into like August, um October and September, you're coming into greater recognition. And the devil star is like being a corn star. Even if you don't have sex, like it's like being a sex symbol. All right. But see, it's also now going from the underground to mainstream. All right. So this could be like you have an underground buzz, and then boom, in a few months you go mainstream. That's another way to see it. The devil star is also wild crazy. It's really bringing into greater restoration and what the heck, inspiration. Let's just say, oh, an inspiration, the nature of not only once again your spiritual gifts, but the way you will be inspiring people moving forward. Okay. So, like, you could be smart. You could be the smartest person ever, but this looks like you're a sex symbol, like a provocative symbol. Uh, I don't think people are going to be interested in your intelligence unless, even if, you might have a very sexy way of expressing. I'm not saying you shouldn't pursue that, but I'm just letting you know, like, that's the vibe. I don't know if I don't think it's going to like piss some of you off. I think it's going to be very fun. I'm not saying you're just going to be some sex bimbo, but the integration of your sexuality done so in this way where you're getting recognized is very important. And the devil card doesn't have to really be sexuality, but yeah, I think with Uranus here, this could be something that takes you completely by surprise, especially if you never necessarily seen yourself in that way. All right. So yeah, the harvest of this is the Wheel of Fortune. God damn, that's insane. All right. And that's an interesting combination. Wheel of Fortune is talking about you leveling up. So everything that you're establishing right now and integrating is going to level you up to the next level by the end of the year. And it's total expansion in a way that builds on this level of comfort you're stepping into right now. It's like once you come into that recognition, you're able to quickly level up from that. It's not like you have the recognition and then it dies down. No, you have the recognition, you take it to the next level. Okay. Very interesting symbology. Muzan being the devil, and then the Wheel of Fortune, the only one that could actually beat Muzan, just never really got to because he ran away like a bitch. He ran away like a bitch. and this guy almost killed him. So like, yeah, and then ironically, Nezuko was the magical equation, but the only one who could survive in the sunlight. But yeah, um, that was really dope, Pile One. Um, the Devil card, I think, is going to have you look at your own shadow in ways that take away how you were supposed to look at it. Certain people may have attached their religious beliefs, their life experience to how maybe you were taught about, your shadow. So I think this is going to really get you to know it. Imagine if it was a superstar and it leveled you up. All right, all you got to do is just integrate it so it doesn't take you over. All right, next we have Pile Deus. Okay. Pile two, what are you activating right now? What are you manifesting right now? What are the seeds you're sowing right now? What is the natural quality of your energy? Why, we have the moon. The moon is talking about, first of all, I want you to imagine you're Doctor Strange and you're having a full conversation with ghosts right now. And you're quite literally to the T making sense of the physical realm overlapping the dream realm and the spirit realm. And you're understanding how it works. And you're literally able to communicate for someone's dead relative or really say stuff that applies in 3D, right? You're having this fully immersive conversation. Meanwhile, people in 3D are reasonably looking at you like, this dude is fucking crazy. He's been talking to himself for like 5 minutes. This is the moon card, okay? Like, you're coming into a full on integration and activation of your ability to fully streamline and use your psychic abilities. Your extra dimensional or extra sensory perception that allows you to use symbolic imagery through your imagination to communicate as a vehicle with metaphysical entities. All right. Um, to other people, this is going to look like a superpower, but to you, it's just a natural function of your brain, like breathing. Okay. This is going to supercharge your intuition. That's why, like, the high priestess as an underlying theme was so important. You guys have to trust your intuition because this is taking you to uncharted territory and you're uncovering layers of yourself that have never been understood. So if you picked pile one, you're sexy as fuck and you're about to be recognized for you being a bad person. All right, like a bad. If you're pile two, you have been misunderstood your entire. First of all, every pile has been misunderstood, but pile two, you have been criminally underrated and stupid misunderstood, and these layers of misunderstanding and you are getting ready to be completely unlocked and revealed solely for you in a way that now catches up to this level of integration. And this is going to really enable you to be comfortable walking the path of your own drum. That's not even the right way to say it, but it's going to have you deviate from what's traditionally accepted in society. And this is what's going to now have you live your own lifestyle that can support your psychic gifts and abilities. So, pile one is more of a power and energy. Pile one is more of like an appeal, a quality to just how irresistible they are and how inspirational they are. Pile two, you understand the occult at a level that terrifies people. Like, if you pick pile two, you can say certain things casually that other people will really be profound that you even know. And to you, it's not that deep, but to them, it's very deep. Like, you're profoundly psychic, and you're getting ready to make this quality of yourself tangible in a way that you can use consistently or embrace consistently. So if we now have how are you going to integrate this? Well, we have the Fool card. Oh my God. You're going to go batshit crazy. No, I'm joking. You're going to reset your fundamental understanding of everything. And let me just be clear. This is totally going to be through Gemini season. You're unlocking psychic ability in a way that is beyond the realm of, oh, maybe that was just my intuition. Maybe that was just a coincidence. It's a superpower now. It's something that you rely on and fully immerse so much in your world that you take that leap of faith and fully step into it. I feel like so many of you who picked Pal 2, you were 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like you believed you had psychic abilities, you've seen evidence of it, but you didn't fully trust that. That changes completely starting now. And over the next few months, you more than any other Pal, you're going to throw everything away because you have built your own system based on your own subjective understanding that connects with the objective reality around you. And you're going on a new adventure to rediscover how you apply this understanding of yourself throughout the whole world, which is amazing. Once again, all the Pals are hitting so far. Pal 1 is integrating recognition and inspiration and dreams coming true. You're coming into a blank slate. It's like you're stepping into the return of a whole new journey. Okay. And the reason why this is so key is this is coming from such a soulful place that it's like it's like getting to know yourself again. And the outcome of how you're going to harvest this is the Empress, which is even more profound to me because relative to Venus's influence here, this is going to add both an intuitive and innovative element to how you're going to really produce this richness of abundance. I mean, the Empress here is literally unconditional love. But I really just see this as you being able to live freely, right? I mean, the Fool card, you would think, I feel like people are going to look at you like, what do you do? Like, what do you do to make a living? And you're just like, oh, I just be myself. And people are going to be like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, how do you just like, do you work a job? No. So how do you make money? I don't make money. I just be myself. Like I didn't need to even pay money to get all this. I have an unlimited amount of anything. You feel me? So yeah. Especially with the Moon card, it's going to dispel delusions you might have had. And it's going to take things you thought were illusions and make you realize, no, it was always true. All right. You were listening to agents who had to suspend your animation reality by having you doubt yourself. Okay. So the outcome for Pal 1, you have the Wheel of Fortune, evolution. For Pal 2, this is just the level of swag and style and beauty that is going to be so much more authentic because you finally understand who you are and you're stepping into an eccentric definition of it. So it's going to make this a very unique style that steps you into true abundance. And I like that. All right, Pal Tree. Pal Tree. All right, what quality are you manifesting? What are the seeds that from now till August you're stepping through into? And we have the Sun. See, once again, yep. So you have an affinity with Pal 2, Pal 3. Doesn't even mean you have to be connected to them, but what are the odds that Pal 2 got the Moon and Pal 3 got the Sun? So whereas Pal 2 is looking deep within themselves and they're uncovering layers of psychology that others cannot see on the surface, Pal 3, you're the most fun Pile. Like Pal 2 are the weirdos. I'm not gonna lie. Pal 1 is like the sexy Pile that everyone wants to have sex with, but they know they're probably gonna cheat on them, even if they aren't a cheater. So Pal 1, if you're faithful, people think you a cheater. I'm sorry. Like you may not see yourself that way, but people are intimidating you. Pal 2 are kind of like the psychic weirdos that just kind of really fucking strange. Like, how the fuck did you know that? Like, why are you always talking about this? Pal 3, you guys are the lit Pile. You guys are the fun pile. Like you're not too introspective, deep, metaphysical layers. You bring the fucking party wherever you go. You're the main character, pile 3. You're actually sourcing joy. So you're really great for any party because when you show up, everyone's just like, oh, pile 3 is here. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. Pile 1 is like, damn, pile 1 can get it. Pile 2, people are like, what is pile 2 doing? That's really strange. Pile 3 is here. Oh, put the music up. So that's already lit. That's already lit. You're the main character out of the pile. I'm just letting you know. Yep. The plot and the cameras follow you. Okay. So there you go. That's pretty cool too, because this is going to unlock so much joy from you. All right. Once again, like we have an unlimited amount of anything. So pile 1 is going to like unlock their super sexy appeal and star quality. Pile 2 is going to tap into this unlimited sense of depth within them. And pile 3, you got energy for days. Like you're just gonna spread this joy. It's gonna unlock like, oh my gosh, like if you were to react that you had a limited amount of everything, you'd be so happy. That's how you're gonna respond to it. You're just gonna be like, you get some light, you get some light, you get some light. And you're integrating the Hierophant. I respect you. I respect you, pile 3. You're creating an organization with which you can inspire other people to spread this light the way you do. So it's like through this pile, you're in a position to realistically, tap into status quo and be an organizational leader where people come to you for this light, but you're not just spreading the light. You're doing due diligence and you're spreading the keys. So it's like you're someone who's not only an inspiration. I like that pile 1 got the star. They're going to inspire people around the world. Pile 2 got the Fool. They're going to create their own original path. And pile 2 got the Fool, and pile 3 got the Hierophant. Like you're going to create this organization. You're going to do things by the book that really disseminate this light properly and really enlighten people. And the outcome we have here is the Hermit, which is very symbolic, like representing the light and then also following your own light. The Hermit card is just for like the 3 magi are the Magician, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. You got both of them. So it's like whatever you establish, you're taking it to further depths of mastery. It's like you don't only bring the party, you're exceptionally skilled. You have specialist qualities with which not only can you teach other people, like the captain of a dojo who teaches people a martial arts style, you're also like the master of the crane fist. Like nobody is fucking with you. Like literally nobody. Like you put out the open challenge and no one is beating you yet. So like, yeah, that's pretty dope. I think every pile got a really amazing message. And we're going to step into the next pick a card reading. So this next pick a card reading is going to be about Mars and Aries and what power you're unlocking. What major arcana theme fits? We're going to do 5 cards. Feel free to choose whatever resonates with you even after you've picked a card and you've seen the other piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Underlying theme is, look, the Hangman. You must surrender. Now, surrender to the power means you have an unlimited amount of anything, right? So how would you, and this might be difficult for some of you, and it's okay. This is balancing both realms. Okay, this is you're gonna balance both realms. You're getting ready to change and transform your personality because you're transcending to your power. And let me give you the mathematics of this. Mars is 300 to 360 degrees behind the sun in Taurus. So you have to quite literally surrender to this aspect of power, meaning there are going to be certain facets you will not be aware of. And you have to just kind of have faith that you are moving in the right direction. So what are you going to have faith in? Yourself. When I say surrender, you right now have an unlimited amount of anything. Okay. So right now, for some reason, you have stress. We all have stress. You have bills you have to pay. You have somewhere you have to be in the morning. You have children or friends you have to take care of, right? I want you to completely surrender that. Whether you surrender this to God, whether you surrender this to a power deep within you, and you have faith and trust yourself. We even have judgment. So there is awakening. Okay. And what do I mean by that? Right now, you don't have that anymore. What if right now you could do anything? Like you don't have to take care of those responsibilities. Now, when tomorrow comes and you have to take care of those responsibilities, take care of those responsibilities. But I'm saying right now, I want you to feel as if that's not a problem. You already took care of it. I want you to literally imagine your future self. You're giving it to your future self. Like, hey, I need to take care of this. Handle it for me. Because that's the you who's going to handle it, right? It's not going to be the you right now. So I want you to take all your issues and feel how good that feels. Do you see how your mood has shifted? You've just performed magic right now. And for some of you who don't even have anything to give up, congrats, you're already there. All right. So that's all you got to do. What this is going to do is it's going to teach you to trust your own self. You know, okay, I might be worried about this now, but I gave it to my higher self. I gave it to me in the future. I gave it up to God. Whoever you want to give this up to, surrender it. It's not yours to deal with, especially everything out of your control. I really, 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 really want to talk to this person, but I don't know how to reach them. You know what? Future self, me in the future, I know you did that. You got that. And now I'm surrendered to it. When that worry comes up again, I've given it away. I'm not trying to control it. I'm not trying to worry about it. That's all you have to do. That is your greatest power. This is going to change your perspective because now that you've gotten out the way, you're going to see real alchemy take place. And this is Neptune, and Neptune is 29 degrees. So that's all you got to do. That's how powerful you are. Like we have been conditioned to give away our power. So no, take care of that. I want you to go to sleep like that and sleep like a baby. Like there's nothing you have to worry about. You will take care of it as it comes, as you have planned. If you've planned to do it in a certain way, you'll do that. But as of now, it's already taken care of. How do you feel? All right. Beautiful. And that's all you have to do. Start treating life like that and watch it flip immediately for you. There are people who are just obsessed. Like there are people who've built an identity off of hard ass labor and work because they don't know how to work smart. So like they're going to feel attacked by ideology like this. They've built an identity off of taking so much time to reach a certain level. So people like you who kind of surpass them at no moment's time, they have to believe you did something dishonorable when no, you just work smarter than they work hard. And that's it. Don't let influences like that try and, deceive you from who you are because they're jealous, really, whether they want to admit it or not. So pile one, let's go. What power are you unlocking? We have the Magician. Hot damn. Oh my goodness. All right, we're doing this. All right, we're really doing this. Pile one, you have the ability, okay, to literally MacGyver the shit in any situation. Like you right now, as you're watching me, can manifest anything into reality. And that's going to be really an aspect of every pile because that's the theme of manifestation. But you have skills and resourcefulness with which you can literally in your head say, I want this to happen. And you can use everything at your disposal around you to make that happen. Look, Ma, no hands. Your mind is truly your magic wand. This is 100% brain power. You have the ability to make anything happen with your thoughts in mind. And now this is pretty much something everyone can do, but it's your thing. Okay, what if this was a replicable ability with which, like, it's a superpower for you? So considering that this is the Mars North Node activation, your mission, should you choose to accept, is to reach the full realization and potential of how talented you truly are, how skilled you truly are. You have everything you need. So you don't need any more experience. You don't need to learn anything more. You got the skills, you got the talent, you got the information. It's time to make it happen. And now there are consistent, tangible means through your own brain processing with which you will use your spirit and mind to interplay through your imagination with metaphysical influences to bridge that with the physical magic. If you have ever seen The Magicians, you are getting ready to unlock your magician ability. And I mean magic, y'all. I don't mean like metaphorically or figuratively. I mean like you can do magic, my G. Like if you pick part one, you already do magic. Like, what's up? Welcome to the club, my G. Like, what's good? All right. Part two, the power you're unlocking is justice. So if you pick part two, you're a fucking superhero. Okay. Whether you're a public officer of the law, you're an accountant that, actually helps people walking back, whether through your job or walking back and you save someone from being mugged, you're a hero. You have a very strong sense of justice. This is interesting because the moon is in Libra. So this is more south nodal. Part two, you are unlocking not just the sense of like people can be so caught up into the superpowers and abilities. The whole point of these superpower narratives is to show you that the true superpower is a sense of justice. When you have a sense of justice to do what's right in the moment, it doesn't matter if your ability is super speed, super strength, you already have that sense. That's the power. So Paul, two, let me know if this is resonating with you. You know how to lock into what needs to be done. It's in a way, you're like a liberator. You bring justice to situations. Like, this is going to be the mission you're put on. You're going to be assigned to certain situations with people that it's not like you're saving people. It's that you're establishing balance for people. You're going to be able to unite families that are broken, and fix broken homes. You're going to really speak out for some, like if you picked pile two, right? There's somebody who's been molested. There's someone who's been completely violated, and no one wants to speak up for this child because they're terrified. The last three people to speak up for that child and who that child says violated them, they got killed. So like people aren't scared for no reason. Like they don't want that smoke. You take up that child's case and they can't murk you. In fact, you delivered justice to that child. And now that child feels like they have a voice again because you stood up for them and you protected that child and you took down that person because you are really like that. And I feel like if you pick Pal 2, whereas with Pal 1, this is more an element of who they are. For some of you, Pal 2, you don't want this. You don't really want it's not like you don't want to help kids, but like I feel like some of you have what you want to do with your life. It's not like you want to be a fucking vigilante or superhero, but God is going to place you in situations that only you can like balance and only you can do. And you're going to realize why you're kind of cut out for this and why, certain people never be on your level. All right. And it could be with the most simplest of things. It could be the way that you pour someone coffee. And because you actually spoke to them, it changed their life from maybe something dark they were about to do. Damn, that was powerful. I almost kind of, I was not going to try that. All right. Paltry. What power are you unlocking? We have the Emperor. Ooh. Respect. I love that we got Libra, right? For Pal 2, and we got Aries for 3. So Pal 3, you're a fucking boss. You are unlocking establishment and authority. You are unlocking the ability to be your own self-reliant person. And like Pal 1 will be able to be self-reliant with their magic, and Pal 2 will be able to balance their life. But Pal 3, You are your own entity. Like, you help establish authority for others as well. There is a masculine original power with which you will be able to open new doors and be the father and pioneer something. All right. But with the Emperor card here, whereas the Justice card for Pile 2 is going to be, yes, this is Demon Slayer cards. This is Rengoku. Whereas Pile 2 is going to be more focused on balancing other people's lives and realizing who you are through that. Pile 3, this is you holding down your own fort. You're going to really stand strong in your own power, and that's going to allow other people to look at you as a refuge, as someone who can protect them, as someone who can guide them. You're going to be a lot of people's father figure, even if you're a woman. You know what I mean? Like, this is really just more so of the grit and the audacity, but really the authority with which that's your power. You can stand on your own too. Nobody needs to give you shit. You don't have to depend on anyone for anything. You're the one that pretty much you the pops. Okay. But there's this sense of power with the Emperor that brings this sense of independence and autonomy. Okay. That's going to be very liberating. It allow, of course, it's going to require a level of discipline, but through that, I mean, you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. Now, especially as a power, this is going to be the individualized path that's going to mark your character and legacy, and how it is, as an emperor, that you establish your authority, and whether you're going to be like an evil emperor or a good kind emperor, or whatever, chaotic neutral, however you want to do it. All right, that was beautiful. So, Pile 5, what power are you unlocking? We have the Chariot. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. So, Pile 3, funny, because Pile 2 is Libra, Pile 3 is Aries, and Pile 4 is Cancer. Pile 1 was Mercury. So, Pile 3 is more, establishing one's authority. And I wouldn't even just say foundation, but power. Pile 4 is taking your willpower and determination and achieving victory. So if you picked Pile 4, you're walking down a path of sustained momentum. It's like maybe you put out a track, and that track actually has a few million people watch it, and you're able to come into success because of that. And now you're taking that money and you're re-upping in yourself, and you're sustaining that momentum. You drop another one, come into another victory. So the thing with Pile 4 is not necessarily succumbing to immediate gratification, because if you pick Pile 4, you're coming into a very major victory. The efforts you're doing currently or will do are going to literally have you win. Okay, like Pile 3 is more, whether they win or lose, they're their own person, right? Pile 1 is creating magical spells, and Pile 2 is out here saving the day. Pile 4, you're winning. That's to say, like, you've been a win right now. And the thing here is, your mission is to sustain this W and create more W's with it, to move in that right direction and to maintain this determination and focus, because it can open up a whole lot of distraction. But this isn't going to be a victory that comes to you. You're going to take this victory by the horns and establish it. You're going to create it. You're going to do it. You're doing it. And that's beautiful. Okay. I feel bad for the people who tried to put you down, Pile 4, because they're going to look so stupid. Like, this is going to be crazy. All right, Pile 5, what power are you unlocking? We have the Sun, baby, Leo, 5th card. So, yeah, this is beautiful. You're unlocking happiness, Pile 5. You're unlocking success in all areas of your life. You're unlocking this unbridled joy, all right? And this is going to really bring you back to your inner child. I'm feeling very strongly. Some of you picked this pile because you forgot what your inner child even feels like. I feel like some of you don't allow yourself to even feel happy. It's not like you don't smile and laugh every now and then, but I don't think you've really ever allowed yourself to really look and be like, I am so really joyful. And that doesn't mean you've never felt joy, but I feel like joy might have been fleeting for you, or something that you just kind of have every now and then, or something that's a goal to be attained, where it's your new normal now. You wake up joyful, you go to sleep extra happy with so much fun. I feel like you're coming back into what it means to be happy, especially because you leveled up. So I mean, congratulations. That is badass. And we're gonna do one more. By the way, so if you click the description box below, right? For those of you who would like a card, I will pull a major for you for just $10 minimum. Uh, it's not necessary, but for those of you who do, just letting you know, I got that. All right, so we're gonna do 2 piles real quick. I feel like I should do this pretty simple. Yeah, we'll just do 2 cards. All right, we'll do 2 by 2, 2 by 2. So we did the power you're unlocking. We did the treasure chest. We'll do Saturn and Neptune and Pisces. What magic are you going to experience right now? What is the magic gift? So this is going to manifest right now. We're going to do 2 piles. The first card is what's the experience, and how are you going to end chapter 2 with it? All right. How are you gonna end chapter 3? This is pile 1. This is pile 2. It's going to be really quick. Underlying theme, of course, is the Devil card. Oh my gosh. Pile 1, you're bad. All right. So the Devil card here is really kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If you can't handle temptation, just say no. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this right. Like if you don't really trust yourself and your limits and your boundaries, just say no, because this opportunity is gonna come through. And if you think you can, you're gonna get fleeced. Like you're gonna lose the battle with your shadow, and you're gonna do some stuff that maybe you may not want to do. If you're comfortable with yourself, if you accept this, then shit, say yes. And I'm not even gonna say yes to the devil, no. But come into a new experience. And what I mean by this is, with the devil, with this experience, with this magic, your presence may be needed in a situation that is less than conventional, very taboo. All right. The reason why this is interesting is the whole purpose of this reading is what wish is coming true for you. So when we get the devil card here, this is letting me know that maybe there are certain unintegrated aspects of your shadow that you may think are still evil, but you just aren't looking at it in a true way. And I'm not talking about stuff that you know to yourself you don't want to do. But I think it's going to, like, the most basic example of this is you're straight edge and you don't drink. You haven't drank in like 5 years. All right. And if you drink a beer, you're not going to just go on an alcohol binge. So the devil card is like, dude, drink 2 beers. Like, it's not that deep. Like, you're not going to drink after that. Like, that's, you know what I mean? You're going to kind of look at it different. Like, oh, okay, this is something that I don't have to have rule me, that kind of thing, right? And that's just one example. For others of you, you're going to get initiated into the underworld. All right, pile 1. What is this bonus magical gift you're going to manifest right now? The Hierophant. Some of you are getting initiated into a gang. Some of you are getting initiated into a very magical organization with which synchronicities will guide you into it. And I'm basically talking about break bills and Hogwarts. Like, this is definitely going to have you see recognized for certain skills you have. And through these lessons you're given through your own higher self, you will develop them. This is preparing you to become a leader of an organization yourself. And for others of you, you're already there right now. So I think this is you coming into a higher level of authority through what it is you already teach. And we do have the star, baby. So yeah, throughout chapter 3 and Gemini season and Jupiter and Gemini throughout the year, you're going to come into more prominence. You're going to come into more influence. You're going to come into more inspiration because you really got the keys. You're really like that. And I think this is going to really make things so much more inspiring as you're much more of an inspiration. And you're going to be teaching people about their spiritual gifts, I believe, as well. Okay. So for pile 1, we got the Hierophant and we got the Star. The Hierophant means you are well studied, well knowledgeable. It's like you teach what you teach, but if someone were to quiz you on what you know your shit. And you're going to come into so much like recognition for that. Like it's going to really inspire people. I feel like you might be a new type of superstar as well. Like that's what pile 1 feels like to me. Like people will pay. Like imagine, a stadium is sold out because someone is performing, their favorite artist is performing, right? Let's say Kanye West or Taylor Swift is performing and they sell out a stadium, right? If you pick pile 1, it's like you're selling out a stadium for people to just watch you teach, just to watch you public speak, just to teach. Like you're changing the game. Like I'm not gonna say that's never happened, but like you're like that. All right. So if you pick pile 2, we have the Hermit. Okay, so whereas the Hierophant is going to look more into organizational, right? Pile 2, you have, I think, even more specialized knowledge than the Hierophant. You're just more solo with it. You're just more specialized. It doesn't mean you're not a part of an organization, but it's like there are only 2 people in the entire state who have a specialization of neurosurgery to do the surgery. You're one of those 2 people. That's what I mean by the Hermit. Whether you stay by yourself or you go outside, you follow your own light. Okay, so the Hermit card is you mastering a unique skill with full integration that you're getting ready to build an entire lifestyle off of how unique you are, off of how everything you've learned fully integrated. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So whereas pile 1 is going into the road to stardom, pile 2, you're definitively not only leveling up your life, right? But whereas pile 1 will teach others their spiritual gifts, pile 2, you level up people's lifestyles and behaviors. You know how to lock in with people one-on-one, and you could literally be their personal coach in the sense where it's like sessions with you will completely level up their life to the point where you can even time out how it will happen. And yeah, I think that's really awesome. All right. I think you guys are super awesome. Miss Davis Creative, thank you very much. And thank you for the tip. That is so amazing. Okay. So for those of you who would like a card, let me know. Miss Davis Creative has gifted a card. So let's see what we got. So we have the Hierophant and the Star. If you pick pile 1, I feel like that's just double reinforcement. But yeah, so, oh wow, this really wanted to come through. Underlying theme of the devil, once again, is just full integration of shadow and becoming born again in a way where what used to hold you back really doesn't anymore. What used to scare you doesn't anymore. We do have the Fool card, which is a blank slate, and we do have the Empress. So we are looking at like a new style of definition, a new style of expressing beauty, kind of also coming into new abundance. What I'm picking up with the Fool card and the Empress card, happy birthday, HP Sauce, is almost being able to exist abundantly without making a living. Like the full card is you don't even need to work, but you're still abundant and taken care of for, which I think is pretty badass. Next we have Shivanga. Gotta catch 'em all. So we have the Justice card for you. That would be crazy if you pulled that pile too. And this is really speaking of course, being on the same page with people. But I also want to feel like, no problem, Nina. All right. I also want to feel like kind of being in a position to help people see where they're being taken advantage of and uh, balancing that. Now, we do have the Emperor for this. So I really like this. This is you establishing your authority, but this is you backing it up with the legal paperwork as well. What I'm picking up for you, Shivanga, are like is an analogy like the people who kind of declare private citizenship and like the IRS can't really tax their stuff because they have their paperwork right. So Shivanga, this is sovereignty. You're going to establish sovereignty with which you can exist within nations, but like they have to follow your rules. Okay. And it's like they can't really own you. Tessa. So we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which I'm not surprised. Jupiter's your ruling planet. And we have this with the Lovers. So you're creating with your soulmate fate. Like the Wheel of Fortune, if it was the Lovers card, it's like you're gonna be with your soulmate. You're going to connect with environments and people with which you love and love you deeply. But the Wheel of Fortune means that it's all lined up by fate. So you're destined to step into this experience. And I think that's going to be very awesome. You're both going to level up together as well. But I think that's really interesting because just due to the sheer nature of this alignment that you're coming into, which I think is awesome. Okay. And Sean, I see you got one for Sean. Shout out to Tess. So, Sean, we have the Emperor. This is you establishing your masculine power, identity, and authority. And we have this with the High Priestess, which I think is your feminine counterpart, someone who is disciplined but just so psychic, it's terrifying. Now, upon establishing this discipline, it's going to unlock your own intuition. For men, the High Priestess represents the woman in your life. All right, whether your mom, your sister, your wife, your girlfriend, your platonic friend who's a woman, you know what I'm saying? This is how they, through the reflection of the feminine, while you're anchored in your masculine, is going to, regardless of orientation, by the way, sexually, is going to have you once again really, really unlock deeper facets of your intuition because you're so much more in control of yourself as well and the authority of how you connect with yourself. So Minty, okay, before we do you, all right, yeah. Minty Hotep. Let's go. All right, Miss Minty Hotep. Shout out to Libra Gang, Libra Nation. We have the Sun card. Okay. The Sun card is, as an underlying theme, you stepping into powerful joy. Okay. And it's the expression of joy and happiness through you. This is the underlying theme as far as I think the circumstances you're getting ready to come more into and also kind of bridge what you're already experiencing. And with, oh, wow. And with the Wheel of Fortune. So not only are you having this joyful base, this is definitely leveling up. And especially through the Jupiter and Gemini transit, this is the Sun, this is Jupiter. So this is literally Sun Jupiter right here. I can't make this up. This is the Sun card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this is doubly reinforced for you. Like you're really tapping in to how happy this is going to really produce very beautifully. And I think that's very significant too. I'm not even gonna lie. That's amazing. Okay, that's super amazing. All right. So, oh, okay. All right. So next I have Michi and Shelly. Okay. So Michi, shout out to Queen Meech. No problem. Celebrity prophecy fulfilled. All right. So Queen Michi, we have your card, Sagittarius. You are now like at just crazier levels of integration. The vision I have with you is you have facets of your lifestyle that other people can never pull off. And they're looking at you like, how do you make it work? And it's just like the simplest thing for you. And this is you weaving alchemy into everyday life in a way that makes moments with you very cool because you're always able to integrate magic into the conversation because it's just so ingrained into your lifestyle. And we do have the star card. So this is soulmate recognition. This is you recognizing the god and goddess within everyone. This is you gaining greater recognition. Plus, we've seen your chart. You're really like that. So, like, this I feel like is opening up more of you being recognized as the star and goddess that you are. But I feel like there's going to be a very creative way, especially relative to how you have balanced your lifestyle, also connecting with famous people too, and them recognizing you as well. So next we have Shelly. Woo! All right. All right. So we do have the Hierophant. This is you. If you okay, so this could even be you as an underlying theme. You've been brought up with very sacred and solid values, and you going by the book and doing things based on and aligned with your integrity is what's going to secure greater success for you. So this is saying do things by the book, even if what's by the book to you is against what's in society. You want to do it properly, and we do have the star card for you too. Now, this is crazy. I had to reshuffle for you because I got the same card that I got before. I got the star card with the temperance, but now we got the star card for you again. So Shelly and Michi, you're really coming into recognition. But I feel like with Michi, it's more based off the uniqueness of her lifestyle and alchemy. And with you, Shelly, this is really once again tied to the organization that you really create. I feel like you might even create grounds that foster new talent. But with the star card here, your wishes are coming true, your dreams are coming true. And I think that's really dope because it's going to really fulfill a whole lot of the work you've really done to get to this point. All right, so that's beautiful. Um, you guys stay blessed as always. I'ma head out. That was fun. Remember, we have an unlimited amount of anything. We've done this ritual. 200 plus people have set the intention for your intention to come true. So it's too late. You can't undo this. And I just want you to enjoy your infinite nature. And once I end the stream, I hope you enjoy what follows. Just know we co-created this together.